The elite follows the selection. America is one of 6 women living at the palace, competing to marry Prince Maxon. But there's drama because she still loves a palace guard named Aspen. She tells both of them she needs more time to decide. Because this is book 2 of the trilogy, she obviously can't make a decision until book 3.
Argofunk Book Review, Argofunk Book Review.
Prince Maxon brags he has the answer to every question. America challenges him to tell her what Halloween is. He takes her to a secret library filled with tons of rare books and a working computer. That is so cool, I don't know why she doesn't want to marry him. The library has multiple references to Halloween. One is in the secret diary of Gregory Ilya, the country's founder. Maxon lets her keep the diary, which she occasionally reads. I found the diary fascinating. I wanted America to sit down and read the whole thing right away. It could be a neat spin-off book. There are various competitions to see which woman would be a good queen. First is a debate on foreign policy. America tries reading the war reports twice, but they're so long and boring she can't understand them, so she throws them away. Seriously, America? You're not going to do any prep work for your public debate? Are you even trying to win? America's debate strategy is disagree with everything Celeste says because Celeste is a terrible person. That works surprisingly well. Maxon decides to throw a Halloween party, and he invites everyone's families to the palace. America's sister is fun, and she depends a lot on her dad. She tells him about the hidden library. He's a little too interested in it, and he even explores a bit trying to find it. I kept thinking Dad would discover the hidden library and they'd get in trouble, but no, it doesn't really get mentioned again. The Halloween party is great, but America can't enjoy it because she keeps second-guessing Maxon's feelings for her. He hasn't talked to her all week, and he dances with all the other women first. Does he not like her anymore? Maxon confesses he was trying to give the other women a chance, but it didn't work. America is the only one he wants. It's wonderful, and she promises to be his. Maxon will later say he had plans to propose to America right there. Maybe he should have, because everything falls apart the next morning. America's best friend, Marlee, is caught having an affair with one of the guards. The punishment is supposed to be death, but instead, she gets beaten in public. It is so violent, America can't handle it. She tries rushing the stage to stop it, but the guards hold her back. America can't believe Maxon would allow something like that to happen. What kind of monster is he? America cries a lot, and she snaps when Celeste calls Marlee a bad name. America slaps Celeste a lot, and I'm a little surprised neither of them threw any punches. It's all just slapping and hair pulling. Maxon says he needs some time to show America that the situation isn't as bad as she thinks. 100 pages later, Maxon will sneak America away and show her that he's keeping Marlee safe in a hidden room. I don't know why he waited so long, to be honest. He could have told America the truth right away, instead of letting her think he's a violent monster for so long. It is a pretty heavy blow to their relationship. Maxon got Marlee a job at the palace so she can live happily ever after. So the plan is to hope that no one recognizes the new waitress looks an awful lot like the recently disgraced celebrity. That sounds kind of risky to me. America becomes best friends with Chris. King Clarkson starts slighting America at events, and she learns she's in last place in the popularity polls. America worries she can't be a princess. Aspen says she can't do it because the royal family's too cold and calculating. But her father thinks she can do it because she can do anything, besides pick a boyfriend in under a month. The rebels attack and everyone runs for shelter. Maxon gives special attention to Chris when she's hurt. The next day, the rebels attack again. This palace seriously needs to rethink its security system. America hides in the woods. She sees the rebels are stealing books from the castle. That's a little weird. She later realizes they're looking for the secret diary, which must not be as secret as everyone thinks. I don't know if photocopiers exist in this universe, but if they do, I know an easy way they can appease these rebels. The next competition is to prepare a reception for foreign dignitaries. Maybe they should postpone the visit since they just had 2 invasions in 2 days. Just a thought. Chris and America work together and put on a great reception for the Italian royal family. Maxon leaves the palace temporarily. Aspen increases the pressure on America while he's gone. And Chris tells America things are really heating up between her and Maxon. By chance, America finds a war note about the rebels. And I mean the actual rebels, not the harmless book stealers. The rebels have just killed 300 people while demanding an immediate end to the princess dating game and the royal line. Those rebels must really hate the dating game. Instead of telling all the other women that people are being murdered because of them, America puts the note back on the ground and forgets about it. It's weird. I can only assume we're going to come back to this in Book 3. The next competition is an elimination round. They have to make a plan for a charity project. America can't think of any good ideas, so she kind of spends the whole week in her room doing nothing. Good thing Prince Maxon is madly in love with her because she's actually really terrible at this princess competition. The secret diary turns sinister. America is shocked to learn that Maxon's great-grandfather forced his daughter into a loveless marriage just so he could become king. America rushes to ask Maxon about this, only to find him making out with Celeste. America is furious. She figures Maxon and his entire family are fakes. She's done with them! So she decides to go out of the competition with a bang. During her televised presentation, she reads from the secret diary and says they need to eliminate the caste system. King Clarkson is furious and demands that America be kicked out. She's about to when the rebels attack again. America and Prince Maxon take shelter in a secret room overnight. This forces them to have an actual conversation for the first time in like 200 pages. It turns out the king is an evil puppet master who regularly beats Maxon and decides which women are eliminated from the selection. Maxon admits he's starting to fall in love with Chris as a real possibility. He doesn't like Celeste, but his dad loves her, and those hot makeout sessions give Maxon a great chance to ignore all his problems for a while. America says goodbye to everyone. She tells Aspen that even though the love triangle is over, she's not going to get back with him. She needs time to get over Maxon first. Poor Aspen must feel like a third wheel. Of course, we can't end the series here. So Maxon lies to the king and says America saved his life during the rebel attack. This gives her a second chance. Although King Clarkson warns/threatens America that he doesn't like her and he'll be her enemy. America decides she doesn't care what the king says. She's going to fight for Maxon's love and win the competition. The end. Post-book follow-up. This book isn't longer than the first one, but it feels longer. Since there are only 6 women, not 35, we can go more in depth with them and get a real sense of their personalities. I liked how this book had actual competitions, although Dress Up for Halloween is kind of a silly competition. America only puts effort into one competition, which sort of makes that storyline less effective. I liked the book, I thought it was a good continuation of the story, and I want to read the next one. While the book was a bestseller, it looks like the internet had some big problems with it. There are a lot of complaints that nothing happens in the book. It's mostly the characters spinning their wheels. I can understand that complaint. America and Maxon are sort of in the exact same place at the start and at the end. This sort of problem seems to happen a lot in the second book of a trilogy. All the big plot developments are saved for book 3, so little gets resolved in book 2. I would agree that the scenes with Aspen are repetitive. They all follow the same basic pattern, where America gets close to him because she's sad, and then she pushes him away because she loves Maxon. I kept expecting her or Aspen to mention Marley getting beaten for having an affair with a guard, because the exact same thing will happen to them if they're discovered together. but it never came up. They both seem entirely unconcerned about it. The main problem with Aspen is that he's a flat character. If you didn't read the Aspen love chapters in the first book, you're not going to find much to like about him here. He's basically there to be America's rebound guy. I didn't think that the Maxon scenes were repetitive. Maxon remains far more interesting and developed than Aspen. It makes perfect sense that there's relationship drama over the fact that he's dating 5 other women. I do think the drama was a little forced when he let America mistakenly think the worst of him for half the book, but a fake breakup is pretty typical for romance novels. Overall, I enjoyed the book. It's definitely got room for improvement, but I say it's still good. I want to see how things play out in book 3. I think then we'll be better able to judge if this book did a good job of setting things up for the big finale, or if this book was just a placeholder so we could have a trilogy. I give The Elite an 8.5 out of 10.